Hello, good morning, my friends. We are making a video today on judgment. I don't really know where this is going, to be honest with you. Thought I was starting a series on doing cards, and I knew it'd been a while since I got to be on here and make a video. And isn't it amazing how everything, every thought, every experience that we have comes through something that is going on that often is relevant to what's happening in our lives. It reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Abraham Hicks. If you haven't heard of Abraham Hicks, they are an amazing group of entities that are channeled through Esther. And Esther travels the world and she speaks Abraham. They speak through her. She helps people find guidance and clarity. I go to them for everything, every question you could ever have. You just go into YouTube and YouTube Abraham Hicks, how do you parent? How do you work through relationships? How do you build trust? All kinds of plethora. There's really a plethora there. One of the things that I've found today through my experience is contrast through judgment. I've experienced judgment my whole life. You could only imagine, right? Being a skinny little white girl, getting a plethora of judgment, whether it didn't matter whether I was quiet or being more passionate through my words. It just, we get the best of people's insecurities, even if we're insecure in ourselves. And I've also had a plethora of lives. I'm very, very grateful for my gifts. I'm very grateful for myself and my experiences to be able to have past life recalls. I had an experience this morning. I just feel like it's so relevant. I'm not sure how it's relevant, but I do feel like it's playing a bigger part. But I had an experience this morning where I had I'm at work and I am going out to my vehicle to get something. And mind you, whenever you're watching this day and time of the here and now, we have the coronavirus going on, and it's been it started a while ago. It's been a couple months now, and nothing's really flared up, but people are really still scared. They're in that. Majority of people are still in that state of fear, right? Fear and surviving, right? Anytime anything's going on, it's always surviving. How am I going to survive? How can I survive? And so with that, I've been at my work a lot, working busy with work, and I went out to my car, and there's a woman in her vehicle, and I'm assuming she lives close. Her vehicle looks a little familiar. And the look on her face when she saw me, it was just like all of these lives that I've had of judgment and, being scorned, and I could really take it off to the far end of what that looks like. Back in the day, you can imagine people were very uncomfortable with people who thought outside the box or acted in ways that were displeasing to them. Let's get down to it, right? What does judgment mean to you? How is judgment affecting your life? And how can you become more centered through this experience? Recognizing first that judgment is something that everybody will experience in their life, right? Whether one time or another, we are all going to experience judgment. And it could be also something that you are also working through judgment. Automatically, wow, this is crazy. This is good. So automatically, if you are judging somebody, stop. As soon as you hold judgment on somebody, stop exactly where you are and start to ask yourself questions. What do I hold in that judgment of that person? Is it something that they're wearing? Is it something that they're doing? Is it something they're verbalizing? Is it an experience that I have and I'm holding with them that I'm holding judgment? And turning that around, as hard as it is, it's hard. It is hard business. But turning that energy around and saying, what am I scared of? What am I scared of in myself? Do I feel like I'm being judged, or their actions, do those trigger me in some way? Because truth, and I could honestly, you guys, I can tell you this, I have just from my clients alone. You know, a lot of what I do is through word of mouth. It's not through advertising. It's none of that business, but it's through word of mouth. And so with that, I get families. I get whole families. I got best friends, you know, and with that, every client that will ever sit in front of my chair, all I see is light. All I see is light. It doesn't matter what they're doing. That's not exactly true. It doesn't matter what they've done, right? It doesn't matter what's in their past, what kind of energy that holds. Everybody is trying to work through their experience, and they're using the tools that they're given. They're telling me right now that judgment is a scary thing for everybody, because we are all, the majority of people, the majority of everyone is looking for some outside resource as to getting answers to what's going on right now. And it is a very widened gap, right? There is a very widened gap with this. And so with that, it is holding your truth, honoring your truth, accepting that because we're humans, we're all here to learn, right? We're all here to learn. And so it doesn't matter where the information is coming from. It doesn't matter who's speaking it. It doesn't matter where this judgment is that you're placing on somebody else, or maybe that they're placing on you. They're all using the tools to the best of their abilities. And that's where we find compassion, right? That's really where we find compassion. When you hold judgment onto someone, when you hold judgment onto an experience, you are hurting absolutely nobody but yourself. And unfortunately, when you hold any kind of judgment, that energy, that frustration, that sits right here in your heart, and it clouds you. It clouds you from owning your power, owning your light. So when you hold judgment, take a deep breath, sit with it in your heart, let it go. Feel it, feel that light. Just push that light off of you and say, no, 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 I'm okay. I'm good. They have their own experience. They have their own life, and I'm not holding that kind of energy towards them. So I hope that this was a good video. It kind of sparked some more experiences and more videos that I would like to make very shortly. So I hope you guys have a great day, and yeah, comment, like below.